All right, so Sky. Well, just for everyone that's watching, this is a pre-recorded thing. All right, it's a little hard to do all this live because I want you guys to understand the impact that this really means to the GTA Money Grind community. I've never heard of someone doing this type of sale. It's pretty impressive. Even if it's not a world record out there, it's got to be close. I would be very surprised if somebody has more than what Sky did on this particular day. When was it, Sky? July 4th, right? That's when everything was double money, right? We
Yeah,
had
that's when
double.
everything was double money.
Yeah, it was double money on MC, on Bunker, and crates, correct?
Correct.
And there's no import export. Was Hangar was double money as well, right?
Hanger.
Wasn't it?
Yes, Hanger
Yeah, it
was double
was.
money.
Okay, so what we're talking about in this video, just to kind of clue everybody in that maybe not understand, we are talking about what is possibly and most likely the largest sale that one person's ever made in GTA in one day. The largest sale overall. It's very well could be the largest sale for a single character, and this method is you use the two character method, correct, Sky?
Correct. Yeah, I watched your video and it stuck in my head for a few weeks. Your two character video, and I decided I needed to do it uh, just for fun. And so over the course of a couple of weeks, I put it together and then built this cell up.
Yeah, and just to give some more background on you, Sky, you've been, a GTA gamer for a while. You're a money grinder. You've been an OG for a long time. You are a member of the leadership here in my crew, but you're not like a YouTuber. You don't have, you are a real adult with a real life, a real job. So the reason why I want to make this video with you is because this deserves to be talked about. And because in just full disclosure, I've met Sky in real life. Awesome dude. We hung out and chilled. He's a total party animal, though. I couldn't even hang with him. No, I'm just kidding. He's a cool dude, straight. So, I mean, I fully believe, and there's tons of people that were in the lobby with you that saw you selling all this. So there's witnesses. But he's not a YouTuber. He can't make his own video. He doesn't have, he doesn't do that. Like I was saying, I'm willing to put my reputation on the line because it's not coming from you. It's coming from me, and I'm having you tell the story. So I can understand why people be like, "Nah, this isn't real. This can't be. There's no way somebody did this." But I 100% believe you. And I mean, let's just get this out of the way. Sky, are you telling the truth about this major sale, this $93 million sale? Yes or no?
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I sort of make sure that I sort of get that out of the way for people because I know this is hard to believe. I think it's crazy. I mean, it's unbelievable. You got people like me doing big sale videos. Everyone knows about the professional doing his big sale videos. There's no competition with that. This is just really just to see how far you can take it, and that was a perfect opportunity at that time because almost everything was double money. So it really is I've been there. I know it's a fun challenge, but it is a incredible grind. So I want to kind of just get that out of the way and this, all that BS or whatever. Take us through the whole planning, the whole thought process. Let's start like this. We find out that it's the greatest double money bonus event week for July 4th. What are your thoughts? What's your game plan? Did you already have some of the warehouses filled up? What's going on? Go ahead, just go.
The main reason why I'm doing this, is our fellow member T-Man. Is T-Man had a big sell. T-Man filled up 5 warehouses, sold it on double money, sold his MC, sold his bunker, and he's walking around the lobby strutting his stuff,
Strut
you
is.
know, saying what a big sell he has, and that's fine. That's great. I applaud
So
him.
this whole
And
time,
that
I thought you were trying to compete with yourself, just trying to push it to the limit and see how far you could go. And this whole thing was over spite. You just wanted a one
bites,
up,
nothing
and
but
I love it.
yes.
I love.
So it starts off with your video where you speak about creating a second character. Um, and so actually before that, just filling up 5 full warehouses, waiting for double money and selling them and getting 25 million ish dollars.
Right.
And so your video says, hey, why don't you create two characters? And now you can have double the amount of businesses. And I'm thinking, wow, okay, that's 25 million for 5 full warehouses. What about if I had 10 full warehouses? That's 50 million. That sounds like a fun thing to do. Just a good number. It's a grind. It takes weeks to fill up the 10 warehouses, And so I create a second character after a few days of thinking about your video and torturing myself about something to do,
Right.
something to do.
So, and then what the whole idea behind this concept is that basically you do the hard work up front, you grind it on the second character, and when time comes for double money, you basically have all the hard work done, and right then and there, day one, you have a tremendous amount of money that you can just unload and recoup. That's the whole game plan behind it, correct?
Absolutely.
There you
So
go.
it's
So,
just building it, saving it up. It's basically stored in a vault, waiting
yeah.
for it to be sold. And then when it's appropriate time with double money, that's when you sell it. It's
Now, when
building
you
the
supply are you solo mainly, or do you have did you get some help with
Yeah.
supplying?
In this case, in this big sell, I was completely solo and filling up the 5 warehouses on
Okay.
my second character. And so I'm filling them up while I'm generating, resupplying the bunker, resupplying the MC businesses, trying not to get raided, and waiting for the nightclub to fill up. And so once that was, and the hangar as well. So once that is done, then I jump over to the main character and I'm filling that guy up. About
Could you
2 to 3
guesstimate how many
weeks.
in-game hours? Could you give us like an estimate of how long that took?
So it generally with the Mark II, that's a speed demon. So
Right.
with that filling up the warehouse, I can generally do it on an average of 7 hours to fill a warehouse up if I'm really concentrating on it and grinding hard.
Now, is that
It's
going back
obvious.
and forth between two, or is that just for one?
Yes,
So
that's
you,
two
you're
warehouses.
getting two warehouses in 7 hours.
Yes,
Damn,
on average.
on
It
average.
really
Yeah,
depends on the missions you get. I mean,
it does.
sometimes,
It does. And that's why I always base my numbers average wise. I mean, you're not going to always hit that peak. Sometimes you'll be above it. Sometimes, so I get that. I totally understand.
or the
Yeah,
fifth,
so I
the
mean
sixth
that's
to
part of
12th.
this whole process. You do have to have the time, the personal time, right? That's part of this.
Yeah,
So you really do have to kind of invest some quality, planning and strategic maneuvers if you have a significant other or, a career and things like that because you have to balance all that. It's a mad respect, dude.
absolutely.
Mad
I
respect.
am. I'm changing my real life and adjusting my schedule so I can have one full day dedicated to this.
To just veg out and just
Yes,
dominate the streets of Los Santos. Okay, very good.
absolutely, absolutely. So when I woke up on Thursday and I ran to watch Ty's video about what would be double money,
Thank you so much.
and before even watching it, I just dropped a like because I knew in my gut that I'd love this video. I was amazed at the opportunity that had fallen into my lap, and I thanked Ty verbally, not just mentally, but verbally, and I said, "This is great information. Ty Lariat has done it again."
Why, thank you, good sir. You are a gentleman and
And,
a scholar.
and
Oh my
I
God.
couldn't believe it. I thought, this is going to be a really big week, and
Yeah.
someone else is probably going to be able to do exactly what I had planned to do. Someone else has 10 warehouses. Someone else has all the bunkers, the MC clubs, and all that. So
But
someone
I
else is going
think
to do
I
this.
think what sets you aside is that willingness to grind the extra two on top. You know what I mean?
True, and that's
That's
exactly it. And that's what I thought of. Somebody else out there, is going to match this. So what stupid thing can I do to beat this? And I thought, well, if I just play all day, I'll have a whole other set of MC businesses, 5 more MCs. So that would
right.
make a total of 15 MC businesses if I just do an AFK method or play whatever it is. And I thought while I'm doing while the MC's building, I can do 2 other warehouses. I can spend 7 hours grinding 2 full warehouses and sell those the same day, and so that'll be 12 full CEO warehouses, large ones. And so that was the plan going in to Sunday.
So you did have kind of like a killer instinct kick in, where if you're going to invest in this, you have an opportunity to really have like a significant milestone here, and to make us that's a statement right there. That's incredible. You know what I mean?
It's not a secret amongst the crew that I have filled 10 warehouses and I have filled 2 hangars because I'm doing hangars and people are saying, well, why are you filling hangars? No one does hangars. What are you doing?
Right.
And I'm just gonna fill it and save it for double money. And so when this Fourth of July weekend comes around, everything's double money, and people ask me, "Oh, you're gonna sell all this? Oh, that's great." And it was actually Chef asked me if I made my sell yet, if I made this big sell yet, and it was my stupidity, my big mouth opened up, and she said, "What are you gonna do?" And I said, "Oh, I'm gonna do 12 large warehouses." And 12? How are you gonna do 12? Oh, I'm gonna grind two of them the same day. And so I screwed up and let it slip. And so that committed me. Still a long ways to go.
Yeah.
And I just keep grinding and I try not to think about it. And each time as I complete a mission, it's just getting worse and worse. It's getting more painful. I'm standing up, no longer sitting down. I've been sitting
So
long enough.
you
It's
are
painful.
really you're yeah, I mean this is a sacrifice of comfort and you're going
Uh,
through some pain here. So let's kind of shift gears a little bit here. So we know it's double money. You got everything filled up. It's all ready to go. Let's talk about your sale process. So you start to go, selling all this stuff. Are we thinking about lobby size? Are we thinking about crew versus random? Who's helping you? How much help do you have? What was your whole process on that?
So, I'm crossing my fingers Sunday that there's going to be a large crew lobby. I'm not going to sell in a random lobby. Um, you know, I'm part of the this crew, and this crew is absolutely terrific. And we always, run deep in lobbies.
Right. Yeah.
And this week, everything's double money. It's almost guaranteed that you're going to find full lobbies of of the crew. And so when I sign on Sunday, I'm waking up early and I'm coming on knowing I'm going to do this, going to do it all day long, and I find a full lobby. And the first thing is, thank God this is all coming into lining up. And I'm looking around thinking, oh, I got to help people sell before I can sell.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
just part of crew rules, part of
It's a good way to kind
tradition.
of get warmed up in the lobby. Yeah. Exactly.
And I don't remember, but I got an invite from somebody, one of the crew members, and I joined up and we sold. And I'm thinking to myself, I really got to get on it if I'm going to grind two warehouses today.
Yeah. You don't want 5 or 10
I
people to dip out or get randos in
Yeah,
there or something. Yeah.
I got to get on it. So I ask, get on the mic and say who's selling next. Everyone's kind of quiet, so I say, okay, I got some stuff to sell. So I start up the MC, and first thing I do is I sell the Coke, and then I sell the document forgery, the meth, the cash, and the weed. And everything goes smooth. And the only thing I'm thinking at this point is no POTs. I don't want any post-op trucks. I got things to do, so hurry up. I'm wishing for as many bags as I can get. And everything's running smooth. Everything's fine. Good sales. And then I run over and sell one bunker right after that. Not a problem. And then I'm thinking, now I'm starting to get nervous because I'm going to move over to those big warehouses. So I sold, all five MCs, and I don't sell the document forgeries unless it's double money because it's not worth the money. But since this is double money, I'm selling it. So I sold all five MCs, sold a bunker, and then I went to the five large CEO warehouses. And I am getting a little nervous when I'm selling these guys because I'm hoping I don't get glitched out. I'm hoping I don't get the Titan, and hoping nothing goes wrong with all the time invested in it. And I know you could always drop out, switch lobbies, but it's just a pain to do all that. Then you got to go grind some warehouses.
Did you ever
Fill it up.
get any glitches this whole process?
Um, no, this one I don't believe I did. I don't
Wow.
think in any of this I got glitched out. So that
You
was good.
realize how 12 warehouses. Jesus. Okay, cool. Very good.
Yeah.
Good. All right.
So I sell all five warehouses and it goes smooth. The crew's great and they're willing to help. No questions asked. They're jumping on, doing whatever they can do to support this. And then I go and sell the nightclub. That's a piece of cake. I just do that solo.
How many people did you have helping you sell throughout this whole
Um,
process?
so geez, with the MC, I believe it was maybe five, and with the cargo, the warehouses, it was just three people.
So you had three
So
total or three plus you making four?
I believe it was three total.
Three total. And then with the MC, it was five
Yeah, I
with
believe
you
so.
or six with you?
Five with me.
Okay, so five total. All right, okay.
I I believe so. I don't quote me on that, but I
I
believe that's
got
what
you.
it
But
was.
it was enough to get the job done, but not too many to
Oh,
where it would
absolutely.
eat into your bonus and stuff like that.
Yes,
I
exactly.
got you. Okay, all right.
And now that's when I got nervous because I'm thinking, oh, I got the hanger next. I'm going to do that hanger, and I don't do hanger a lot. I don't sell hanger a lot,
Yeah.
and you got to have good pilots. Who knows what you're going to get. And I announced to the crew lobby that, hey, I got hanger next. I'm going to send it out to everybody. Whoever wants to join, join. But I'm only looking for good pilots. I'm only looking for someone who has a little bit of experience doing this.
Right.
And I sent it out, and immediately, I'm doing this as an MC, and I immediately get, 6 people popping in, joining
Brr. Yeah.
the MC. Piece of cake. Uh, and so I'm crossing my fingers the whole time with the hanger, and I
Please don't
sell
be the
it.
Havocs. Please don't be the
Yeah,
Havocs.
yeah, exactly. No havoc. We start selling it, and some of the crew pops into the planes, and they're flying it, and other crews are just idle. They're not doing anything. And I got helicopters, so I'm racing between plane to plane trying to shoot these helicopters to get the
Oh
full
my
sell.
God.
And as I'm shooting a helicopter off of one plane, the other plane's getting shot up. And finally, the rest of the crew, you know, gets their act together, joins us, and takes out these helicopters. And I get actually Vasquez Jose was flying one of the planes, I believe. It was Vasquez Jose and Legit was flying, and Deadly was flying, I believe.
Okay.
And one of them pipes up on the mic and says, "I don't know if I'm gonna make it all the drops. I don't know if I'm gonna make all the drops because this helicopter's really shredded me." I said to the mic, I said on the mic that this is only the biggest. You better make those drops. I'm
No
just
pressure.
joking with it. Yeah, no pressure. If it doesn't work, I'm thinking, whatever, it doesn't work, who cares? But
Yeah.
um, you know, don't screw this up. Come on, guys. But so, anyways, the drops are successful and everything goes well. Jump over to character 2, and okay, guys, I'll be right back, and I swap characters, get over to character number 2. I have some with the gold cargo in some of the warehouses,
Right.
and I got to get rid of those. And so I have 2 warehouses that have this gold cargo in it, and so I sell those solo. And now I quickly grind. Just I think it was 2 runs, I think, just to fill the warehouse back up so it's a complete warehouse. And then I open it up and ask some crew, anyone wants to help? Of course, they OLGZ. I'll join up, and I bang out the next 5 warehouses. So I'm sitting pretty. I immediately go over and sell all the MCs again. I sell the guns again. And then the last, I got the hanger. And again, I'm crossing my fingers, hoping that I don't get the Havocs. And I don't remember what I had, but it was the the cargo bob drop where you just pick up the big crates and drop them off.
With the
So
those choppers, right? Isn't that what it is?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah. So it was a piece of cake. So that went through, not a problem. And so everything's sold. I'm done. I have nothing else to sell. And I'm sitting there thinking, I guess I got to do those. It's time for the grind.
I guess it's
Fill up
time
those
for
two
that.
warehouses
Oh my God.
because
So,
everything I
all
just
right.
did up to
So
that
let me
point.
stop you there. At this point, you've sold 10 warehouses, right? You sold
Correct.
10 total MC businesses, right?
Correct.
2 bunkers and 2 hangars, correct?
And 2 nightclubs.
And 2 nightclubs. Jesus Christ.
But I wanted to get on the grind and fill up those 2 warehouses because I knew
Right.
that was going to take me some time. So that once I sold all the basic businesses, that's what my focus was, is getting onto the grind and filling up those 2 warehouses because that's going to take 6, 7, 8 hours. I
It,
didn't do this for the record. I didn't do
yeah, that's
this
the
for
thing.
anything.
It was just a personal it was like a personal challenge, right? I mean, that's kind of what it seems like. It's what it.
Yeah, exactly. It's just something to do, something to say I've done. It
Yeah.
was what's the biggest sell I could do.
Right. And if you
Um,
shatter, expectations and you shatter the status quo and set some records at the same time, go for it. Do it. Right.
and and it was, again, going into this, I thought T-Man was going to have all this, and I decided, how do I beat T-Man if he's going to sell everything I just sold at
Right.
this point? How can I beat T-Man?
Let me ask you
That was
this,
pretty
just to put this into comparison, right? people are always like, Ty, is the grind worth it? Is it worth all those time? So can you guesstimate how much time? And really, it's just the active time because the passive was being cooked while you're doing active work. So how much time do you think it took to get the 10 warehouses and the 2 hangars? Because that's really the time right there. That's the work. So how much gameplay time do you think it took for that right there to get that all taken care
Um,
of?
Jeez. I'd say probably somewhere around 45, 50 hours
So
for the,
45, 50 hours, okay? So in
and
uh,
that's just the warehouses. And then the bunker is probably, I'm sorry, the hangar is probably 3 hours a piece, at 4 hours a piece. I'm not quite sure because I really wasn't paying attention to time when I'm filling them up.
well,
It's
what
just
what
something to
would
do.
what would your normal grind session be though?
Um, so I come on and I grind for 2 to 3 hours a day, and I'm just filling up the warehouses.
Right, so about a
Uh,
span of over a couple of weeks of a regular
yeah,
grind, right? Over a span, I'd say about
exactly.
2, 3 hours a day, three maybe on some days 4 or 5, right? It's a
Yep.
Saturday or whatever. Some days you really dig into it. But so if you were to talk in gameplay hours, right? We're talking we'll say 50 gameplay hours, right? If grind, let's say you put some serious effort into it and you grind for 5 hours a day or for whatever day you can. Maybe it's 3 days over the period of a week, 3 days over the period of whatever. But if you take gameplay hours and you cut that up and you divide that out into your how often you play, just for the math's sake, say you play 5 hours a day. We're talking 10 days time. You've accumulated what you can sell in just a couple of hours, with those 10 warehouses and all the other double, the bunker, the MC, you're already at what, 70, 80 million, something like that, something crazy, right?
Correct. Yeah.
I mean, and that's where it's like, is the grind worth it? Absolutely. You would be playing anyways. You'd be jamming anyways. You're just casually grinding over a couple of weeks, and bam, now you have enough money to do pretty much whatever you want to do in the game. All right, so really the hardest part of all this is still ahead of you. You got the easy part done. It's been a couple hours and you made the majority of your money. You can stop right now. But what compels you? What makes you go on to grind these last two warehouse or these last two crate warehouses? Yeah.
Well, so I'm sitting probably somewhere around high 70s, 77 million, somewhere around there. And I'm thinking, what I just did, anyone could have done. Anyone can do it. There's going to be tons more people who have done this. And again, it's what more can I do? What, how can I push that number higher? Um, that's when I decide, let's go for it. Let's start these 2 warehouses. Let's see how it goes. If I don't do it, I don't do it. It's fine. But I'm starting to fill them up, and that's what I do. I go back to my main character. I start to fill up these 2 warehouses. I pick the, you know, Darnell Brothers and Logistics, and I just go back and forth, start filling them up.
Were you
I get it.
solo or were you getting some help
I
from the
was.
crew? You
Yeah,
were
no, no.
solo?
I did the solo. I did an MTU. I got myself a private lobby,
Okay.
and I'm filling it up. And I am, I can tell you, I am feeling a little guilty. I had all these crew members help me sell, and I didn't go back and help them. But I
Right.
figured it's
It's
worth it.
understandable. They
This,
knew what you were doing. They knew what your goal
yeah,
was. Yeah.
exactly. Takes a total of, I think again, 7 hours ish, to fill up these 2 warehouses, and
Again,
by the end of
7
it,
hours
it's
for 2 warehouses. That's cooking, bro. That is cooking. I love it.
yeah,
That's insane.
going as fast as I can, and my hands are hurting towards the end. I didn't take a lot of breaks, and it was painful. And I'm thinking towards the end, it's not worth it. What am I doing? Stop it. Don't bother. Who cares? Um, standing up and pacing while flying the Mark II around, collecting the crates, and of course during all this, as I'm going back to my MC and I'm resupplying the MC as I'm going.
Right.
Um, and I'm doing the same with the bunker, but we'll get to that in a little bit later. But I finally finish, and I think to myself, I'm done. I did it. And then it occurs to me, oh wait, I got to go sell it. I still got to go sell these 2 warehouses and the MC, and I'm crossing my fingers that when I jump back on that there's a crew lobby.
Right.
And lucky enough, I come on and there's it's not completely full crew lobby, but it's there's probably 20, 22 members in this crew lobby. So I'm sitting pretty, but they're all busy. They're all doing their own
They're
thing.
all they're all working. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they're all working, and so I creep on and I'm looking around, going, I don't want to ask these guys to help me. It's I got to get them over, but they're busy. So first thing I do is I solo and I sell the two crate warehouses.
Oh wow! So
And
you sold, so you grinded those and sold them solo. What were the two sale missions that you
yes,
had?
um, I they were both the trucks. I forget what those
Oh
trucks are called.
man! Oh, very good, very good.
So there were no planes. So yeah, so it was a piece of cake. So I sold those two, and then I hear on the mic after I'm done selling those two, hey, anyone else have anything to sell? Because we're done. There's no one else to go. And I chirp up, say, yeah, I got some MCs to sell. And so we hop on, get the MCs sold, and by that time, I'm done. I'm tired. I don't want to do this anymore. Um, and so, that's it. I ended up selling 12 large warehouses, 15 MCs, two bunkers, two hangars, and two nightclubs.
So officially, let me just ask you the question here, Sky. How many businesses total did you sell in one day?
Um, so there were the 15 MC businesses. There were two hangars. There were two bunkers, two nightclubs, and 12 full large CEO warehouses, plus a couple of the golden crates that were in the CEO warehouse.
Let's get to the actual numbers. In overall, in total, how much did you make in one day? What was your big sale in one day? How much was it?
So it was slightly over $93 million.
And how much of that
So
was on one character?
one character was a little bit over 53 million. Second character was almost 40 million.
God dang, dude. So basically, what it sounds like is not only you have a, it's if it's not, I mean, as of what I know, that is a got to be a world record for the overall largest sale, even for the single character. I don't know of anybody that's sold 53 million on a single character. That's quite
Yeah,
impressive, dude. That's quite impressive. So 93 million in one day. We'll say about 60 total hours of gameplay, sourcing, and selling. Would you say that's fair? Maybe 65 hours total gameplay
that's fair.
altogether.
Yeah, maybe a little more, maybe 70.
So we'll say 70 hours total, sourcing and selling, right? Everything all together, gameplay hours.
Yes, yes,
What people don't understand, it's all about that long game. If you base this out of an average over a time period, you know what I mean? In no time at all, in just a couple, a couple game days worth. We're talking 3 days worth of gameplay, of grinding. Now, of course, that was stretched out over a couple of weeks, but you were able to make, you positioned it correctly. We got lucky with a good money event, and you made $93 million.
it felt good. 93 million. I remember how hard it was to make, you know, your first million, your
Right.
first 10 million, or 20 million, and thinking, when I finally made 100 million, I finally felt like, I have the money I need to do whatever I want, successful at the game. And what's funny is after you make your first 100, and I know that's a huge number for most people, but after you make your first 100, it really just rolls in right after that.
Yeah, it does.
It comes in quick. And so, I sold, uh, you know, roughly, $93 million. And thinking back about it, it took what, 3 months, 4 months for me to make that in the beginning from start to finish.
right.
And here I did it all in one day. Um, and granted, that's just selling in one day. There's, obviously the build up
The
to it,
grind, but
but
even the grind time though is it's well, we're talking a couple weeks of a real overall time, and that's nothing compared to 3 months. You know what I mean? That's like a
yeah,
75% reduction in time. It's incredible. I know a lot of people are thinking, dude, this is like what, like a month ago, over a month ago now. Why wasn't this video made sooner? It was just, I was traveling. We just had bad timing and stuff like that, but there was no way I couldn't let this go. But yeah, but Sky, I apologize for not getting this done earlier. I am sorry about that. I wish we would have got this done way, way sooner. But at least we're getting it done. And this is out,
Well,
and I think that's cool because you deserve the recognition for this. I mean, you really do. This is incredible. And if anybody else out there has something like this, I mean, find a way to, you deserve that recognition too, because that's a lot of dedication, and it's just incredible. It really is. It's cool.
well, we're making this video when right now the bunkers double, the hangars double, and the warehouses are double again. It's perfect timing for it.
True. Yeah,
And I
yeah.
can tell you,
There's yeah.
I can tell you, I have 10 full warehouses. I have two full hangars.
All right. So, and then we got down here. So you've got here on the left hand side your character one. Then you have the sales. You've got coke, document forgery, meth, cash, and then what it says weed and then missing with red. What does that mean right there? To explain to us what
I
that
just,
means.
I when I was selling it, wasn't able to capture a picture of
So,
the
so
sale.
that's the
So that's
amount that
true.
you made, but you just don't have the pick to just to document
So
it. Correct.
it actually, that's not the amount I made. That's the amount of a double money weed business. So I made more than that because of the lobby bonus, but I just have no idea what that lobby bonus was.
Gotcha. Okay, I
So
got you. So you're just
504 is
giving
just
us, yeah, this is the base price
a
on it.
low number, just a low number.
It breaks down into your second character, and all these numbers are right here. And then from all the documentation of your numbers that you took with your screenshots that you have recorded, and then you just knowing what the base price is for some of the ones that you didn't get recorded, you did the math up there: $93,188,057, and that's when
That's
everything
correct.
is all said and done, right?
Absolutely, yes.
Then so yeah, your character one, you've got 53,371,297. Character two, 39,816,760. And that's yeah, 93,188,057 grand total. Yeah, man, that's just crazy, dude. That's this awesome. And again, congratulations, Sky. That's I'm proud of you, man. That is awesome. Um, let's just kind of summarize it. So, in one word, this whole process, and can you in one word this kind of describe the whole process for us? What would that word be?
Painful. It wasn't fun. The grinding the two warehouses was not fun.
Oh my God! Like there was like hardly any hesitation. That was great, dude.
I started playing. I came from Xbox. I got a PlayStation. Started playing, and it was June of 2018 is when I started playing, and I knew I wanted to, join your crew, get into your crew, and be a contributing member, and so I started from scratch, and now it's 14 months, 15 months later, and I've made $878 million in total, and I'm sitting on roughly $410 million in a little over a year's time, and it's using your methods that you're preaching out there. You're giving the information out, and it's learning from that. It's experiencing my own, figuring out different ways, but it can be done. And yeah, I'm on here daily, just about. I am constantly grinding, but it's not hard to do once you get over that initial hump.
Yeah,
Once
yeah.
you get started, it's the money flows in.
The first million's always the hardest to make, right? That's what they say, huh?
Absolutely,
Yep.
absolutely.
But yeah, I think that's it. I mean, you good? This is good, right?
Yeah,
This is fun. This is cool. I now have to figure out how I'm
absolutely.
gonna edit all this together. So, anyways, all right, Sky. Well, I appreciate it, dude. Thank you so much. This has been great. Good times, good times. Everybody that came out to the video is watching this. Thank you all so much for coming out and showing up. If you guys got any questions, anything you want to add, any comments, whatever, leave them down below. And yeah, guys, thanks. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button. Stay dangerous, all that good stuff. All right, we'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Yeah.